Are you running from a storm or are you running to a storm? We're going to discuss next on the Given a Purpose podcast. Welcome to the Given a Purpose podcast, where we bridge the highs, the lows, the lessons learned through life's journey and filling in the gap. You already know what it is. This is a new week, man. Definitely a blessing. And I'm your host, Mr. LA. Let's just take a breather, man. It might have been a week. But guess what? We're here to see another one. So a couple of things I want you guys to do before we get started, man. Hit that subscribe button. Listen, share this to all the people that you know. You can follow me on TikTok, Mr. LA 2. You can follow me on IG on Mr. LA underscore 2. Like I said, just share it out. Help your boy out. You dig? So today I want to talk about storms. Are you running away from them or are you running to them? And, sometimes I watch nature videos and I'm just, I'm excited and I learn things through different animals and different things like that kind of put me in a place like, wow, that's kind of interesting. And what I realized is that buffaloes, when a storm is coming, they run to the storm. Let me say that again. When a storm is coming, a buffalo runs to the storm. Now, we've had different things happen in our lives, different situations that come about. Or how many of us, when we know a storm is coming or we see a situation is coming, that we want to roll away from the storm? We don't run to the storm. So the interesting thing about the buffaloes, they run to the storm. And the reason why they run to the storm is because they know they'll be in the storm actually a shorter time, and it'll be quicker for them to run to the storm so they can get out of it quickly. Let that marinate real quick. Now think about all of the situations in your life where you have survived situations, where you're just going through things. And I can say personally, I've had through my life where storms have come or they've been brewing, I'm already sometimes trying to get away from it. Like, what can I do to prevent the storm? Or what can I do to get away from the storm? Or what can I do to go around the storm? But if we take the thought of what buffaloes are going through, like, think about it. We know situations that we survived before, and we've had those tests and those things and those challenges happen in our lives. What if we ran through the storm knowing that I've survived something like this before? Two, if I run through the storm with the confidence and with the know-all that I have done this before, that armor on, I'd probably be in the storm shorter. Now, I'm going to be honest. I've had times where I see a storm coming. What am I doing? I'm going to pray. Lord, help me with this. And, it's still that preventive prayer, right? It's still that preventive prayer is that, Lord, sometimes take me out of the storm. This may be too much. But what if I knew that He already blessed me? He already equipped me. He already made me strong enough to go through this storm, and that the preventiveness and the me trying to go around actually is going to put me in the storm longer, because I'm trying to prevent the storm from coming. I'm trying to, when I'm in the storm, I'm not trying to get the lesson out of it. When I'm in the storm, what's the shortcut out of the storm? and not taking it for what it is. And now I'm in it longer. And then sometimes we don't realize is that the storm and the pain, the things that we're going through is actually for us to get to the next level that we asked for anyway. I'm going to let that marinate a little bit too. Sometimes the things and the storms and the challenges that we go through are to help us prepare to get to that next level that we asked for anyway. Isn't that isn't that interesting? Sometimes that's how God will use situations. Like you want to get here. How bad do you want it? Are you willing to go through the storm? What if you knew that on the other side of the wilderness was the paradise, and you knew that the quickest way to this point is a straight line, not to go around it, not to run from it, but to go through it head on without any hesitation, without any thinking about it? We would be better off. Listen, we always want to get to that next level. We always want to do those things. But what if we were just like the buffalo? We sense the storm coming. Let's run towards the storm. We know it's going to be shorter. We know that I'm equipped. Yeah, it may hurt a little bit. Yeah, it may sting a little bit. We may get some bumps and bruises. But I don't know about you, but I've never had bumps or bruises that stayed in my life forever. All right. Yeah, there are some scars from the things that I went through in life. But guess what? You know what I realized when I looked at the scars? I've healed from them. And it's a reminder that I made it through. It's a reminder that I am a survivor. I am a conqueror. I can defeat this. It's going to happen. And sometimes it leads to a great story. I think about sometimes I'll look at a scar, like I have this particular scar right here on my wrist. People are like, well, how did you get that? It reminds me of the story. And sometimes we have those stories, and I know guys, we talk about our old sports stories and different like things like that. Sometimes I can look at a scar and it will remind me of a story of a good time. Like, yeah, man, I played against such and such team, man. I got this scar, man. I ran for such and such yards, or different things like that. Sometimes we got to look at the scars like that, not necessarily in a bad way. Now, I do have scars from surgeries and different things like that, but guess what? The one major surgery that I have, when I look at my scar, I survived. I survived it. And now I know that, because even after that surgery, even when I would have complications, even when I would sit there, God would give me this calm over my spirit and said, I've already tested you for this. This is the test is, I need you to trust me. Yeah, it's going to leave a scar. Yeah, but that story, that testimony may help somebody else to get through a storm. That's what's important. That's what the great thing about going through the storm. Stop running away. Stop trying to go around it. Sometimes just face it head on. Man, get your buffalo on, you know what I mean? So hopefully this was an opportunity that you guys can kind of marinate and kind of think about it. Think about it physically. Think about it spiritually. Think about it emotionally. And see what storms you can defeat today. Listen, hopefully this blessed somebody. Hopefully this was an opportunity for somebody to kind of marinate and kind of meditate on some things, and some thinking about some of the storms that you went through, that you survived, and kind of the storms that, or thinking about some of the steps you got to go through to get to the next level that you want to. It's so important for you to make it through the storm. So I need you guys to do two things for me that's always important. Make sure you live on purpose, and make sure you live in purpose. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.